Change and uncertainty have become a very familiar experience in the workplace, and it can be a little tough to help your work group manage that change when you yourself don't have all of the answers. So there are a couple of key things to keep in mind when working with your group in times of uncertainty. Number one, just be honest, be genuine and sincere with them. Share the information that you have when you have it, and admit that you aren't always going to have all the answers. And when you don't have all the answers, let them know that you're just as uncertain about what comes next as they are, but you'll do the best that you can to provide any information you have when you have it. Again, in the same line of being honest, it's okay to acknowledge your own reactions to the situation as well. You can admit your own concerns and frustration, acknowledge that you share some of the same concerns and frustrations that they do. What this will do is normalize their experience for them, let them know that they're not alone in it, let them know that you're human and you're going to experience some of these changes as well. You want to keep whatever personal disclosures you provide appropriate to the workplace and to the goals of the work group. But it lets them know that this is real for everyone. Another thing to keep in mind is watching for rumors and rumor control. As humans, what we do when we don't have all the answers is we kind of fill in the gaps and we make educated guesses. And a lot of the time when we do that, we have incorrect information. And so when you find that there are rumors, let the staff know that you're aware of those rumors, elicit further feedback in case there are additional rumors you're not aware of, and do the best you can to dispel the information and provide them with accurate information. Let them know, here are the facts as I know it. Acknowledge that it's tough to not know all of the answers, but reassure them you're providing them with whatever information that you have and that you can share at that time. Now, there may be other times where you have information that you can't share, and you have to be diplomatic when there's information that you need to maintain confidentiality on. If you find that you're having a strong reaction to something that you're not able to share with your staff, it's important to take a little time to address that for yourself personally so that you can manage your emotions effectively when you do go ahead and update them. But again, let them know that you're going to provide them with whatever information you can as soon as you are able to, and reassure them that you understand that they need the information as well. Now, the important thing to remember throughout uncertain times is that employees continue to show up, they continue to work hard, they continue to get the job done. And it's really going to be important to acknowledge that with them. So thank your staff. Let them know how much you appreciate the work that they're putting in. Again, you may see that they're distracted. It may not be perfect. It may not be as productive as it used to be. But again, they're still doing the best they can with the circumstances. So be genuine in terms of thanking them and acknowledging their efforts. That will go a long way in terms of their ability to tolerate some of that uncertainty. As a manager, you may know or you may not know whether their job is in jeopardy. And part of it, again, is going to be the communication piece. If you're not aware, let them know that you are not aware of any plans or any concerns with regard to that. If a change has happened and you know that it's an isolated change, acknowledge that to them. That alone will sometimes help reassure them. But let them know that you respect their but let them know that you will do the best you can to provide them with any information. If there are upcoming changes, you'll let them know as soon as you're aware of that. But again, if you are not aware of any upcoming changes, let them know that you're not aware. If you find that you're in a position where you anticipate that an individual's job may be in jeopardy and they're asking about that, that's going to be a lot trickier. So what you need to do there is let them know, again, that if there is any information that you become aware of, that you will be in touch with them. Just acknowledge that it is an uncertain time and you don't have all of the answers for them right now. That, tell them, oh, don't worry, is going to be minimizing their concerns. So instead, let them know that you appreciate their efforts, you appreciate their ability to continue to stay focused even during difficult times, and that you'll be in touch with them if there are any concerns. when you're experiencing times of uncertainty, employees are naturally going to become a little bit more disengaged. Some employees are going to step back, observe to see if they can trust what's going on, to see if the change has ebbed or if there is more to come. And in those situations, again, acknowledge what the efforts that they do put in. Call them out when you find them doing things that are great. Provide that positive feedback when you can. Be genuine, though. You don't want to come across as a cheerleader, but you do want to come across as a manager who really appreciates what they continue to provide, even during difficult times. And just know you're not going to have the most productive workforce right now. Try to keep them focused on the goals and the work tasks. Communicate very clearly. Make sure they have the information that they need to do their job, even during uncertain times. And part of it really is just acknowledging what they're experiencing, acknowledging, I understand that it's a really tough time, and I really appreciate that you continue to show up, that you continue to work hard, and that you continue to serve our customers or produce a good product, whatever it is that they're providing for your organization. When you have that type of employee who really is struggling to the point where it's coming across in a very negative way and it's disruptive to the work group, it's going to be important to talk with that employee individually. And you do want to hear them out. They obviously are having a strong reaction, and part of what they may need to do is voice that strong reaction. So allow them the space to privately with you, as opposed to with the work group, disclose what they're feeling, vent if they need to, provide them with the safe space to do that, and then help them refocus on what's within their control. The things that are within their control are such as the effort that they put into the work, the time that they commit, the focus that they commit. Remind them that everyone is in a tough situation, that this is not easy for anyone, that you want to be there to support them, but you also want to help them continue to be productive and effective. And that's ultimately going to help them individually as well as the rest of the work group. So really try to keep them focused, try to tap into what they value, what motivates them. If you know your employees well and are able to identify some of those things, you may be able to help shift their focus by tapping into those things as well. And if the negativity continues to the point where it really does spread through the group and is causing a greater disruption, then you may need to start to address it from a different angle by being clear with them about what is and is not acceptable, letting them know the impact of their behavior on the rest of the work group, and addressing it from that different angle if you're not able to help them process and move through that on their own.